Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As always, I have to give my disclaimer. I am not a professional nail tech. I am just a girl DIYing my nails at home. Alright y'all, we are starting off with a fresh set inspired by Pinterest. This is what we're trying to achieve. I don't have the exact same colors, but we're going to make it work. So I'm starting off with some top coat. I'm putting that on a dish and I'm going to grab a nail art brush and we're going to draw the lines first. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of step-by-step direction on how I did this, but I'm also going to give you guys some tips from what I learned so that the next time I try this design again, maybe it'll look a little bit better or it'll save you some time. The first step is to draw the lines. So I'm using the nail art brush and the top coat that I put on that dish. You're going to draw some lines. You can draw whatever pattern that you want. I went more for like a brick pattern, but they weren't symmetrical. It was just like whatever size that I thought would look the best. And that's what I did. So after curing, I'm going to grab my chrome powder and I'm going to apply it first. Now, not everyone takes the same steps as I do. I just found this to be the easiest way for me to not mess up the chrome later on. So I'm going to apply the chrome. It's only going to stick to the lines because my nails are buffed. It's only sticking to the lines and then I can easily just remove any excess chrome. I didn't show it to you guys on camera, but I am grabbing more top coat and just covering those lines. I don't want to mess it up. It looks good. If I try to do any design on top of it, I was just scared that I was going to mess it up. So I just to protect it, I put top coat straight on top of it and I'm going to cure it. That way, whatever I do next is not going to mess up the chrome powder or the lines. So for that glass effect, I'm actually using the magnetic gel polish, but I'm not going to be using the magnet. The reason why that is because I like the way the color looks with the shimmers, but if you use the magnet, then it's going to move the shimmers and it's going to make it look, the way it is supposed to look. I didn't want that. I just wanted the effect of the shimmers in there to make it look like it had like a little glitter to it, but not too much glitter. And I like the way the color looked with just without using the magnet. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of spreading out the colors. I'm using three different colors. I'm spreading it out however I want. There was no real plan to it. I was just putting the colors wherever I thought it would look nice. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I ended up doing a second coat only on my thumb because I wanted to see if it makes a difference if there was one coat versus two coats. And honestly, there was really no major difference that I could see. So I ended up only doing the second coat on my thumb and I left it like that. And this is what you're seeing here. This is me just looking at it, trying to see if there's a difference between one coat versus two coats. I just ended up choosing to leave it with one coat. And then after that, I'm just going to apply my top coat all over my nails, and that is the end of the design. While I did love this design, I do think, the vision that I had in mind was what I wanted, but the only thing that I didn't like was the colors. I don't mind the color combination, but I didn't love it. I wish I had a silver chrome powder, and I also wish I had a blue and a green magnetic gel colors so that it can tie a little bit better. But you always make do with what you have, and honestly, I'm not complaining. But if I had a chance to do it over, I will definitely be using the blue and the greens and just like colors that I think will look a little bit better. But this wasn't bad at all. Right, while my nails are curing, let's take a look back at the inspo for this design. And here's my interpretation of this design. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. I'm not crazy about the color combination, but I do think I achieved that stained glass effect. If I redo this design, I'm definitely going to try to use some different colors just to make it a little bit more my style. But other than that, I liked it. Let me know what you think.